Most people think autophagy only starts when you suffer, like you have to skip meals, drink black coffee all day, or push through some brutal 5-day fast just to get your body to clean itself up. But here's the part nobody talks about. You might not need to fast harder. You might just need to stop interrupting your body every morning, because a lot of the foods people call healthy are not as innocent as they look. A glass of orange juice, a bowl of granola, low-fat yogurt with fruit at the bottom, a protein bar you grab because the label says clean, fit, or high protein. They sound healthy, but inside your body, many of them can hit like sugar. Your blood sugar jumps. Insulin rises. And when that happens, your body has to stop what it was quietly doing and deal with the emergency in front of it. That is the frustrating part. You could be trying to take care of yourself, doing what you were told was right, and still be making it harder for your cells to repair, recycle, and clean up. So this is not about starving yourself. It is about something much simpler. Stop giving your body so many false alarms. Because the real secret to autophagy may not be suffering more. It may be getting out of your body's way. Autophagy sounds complicated, but the idea is actually pretty simple. Your body is always cleaning house. Every day, your cells deal with old proteins, damaged parts, waste, and worn-out pieces that are no longer doing their job. Instead of letting all that junk pile up, your body breaks some of it down and reuses what it can. That is autophagy. It is like your body's built-in cleanup and recycling system. Think of your body like a busy office building. During the day, people are walking in and out. Phones are ringing. Meetings are happening. Everyone is using the rooms, the lights, the elevators, the computers. The cleaning crew cannot really do deep work while all of that is going on. They can tidy up a little. They can keep things from falling apart. But the big repairs usually happen when the building gets quiet. That is what autophagy is like. It is the maintenance crew inside your cells. It looks for broken parts. It clears out cellular trash. It helps make room for better function. And this is important. Autophagy is not something that only happens during extreme fasting. Your body does not wait for you to suffer before it starts repairing. This process is always running in the background. Sometimes it runs stronger. Sometimes it gets slowed down. The question is not, is my body doing autophagy or not? The better question is, am I giving my body enough quiet time to do the job? Because when your day is full of constant snacking, sugary drinks, late meals, and blood sugar spikes, your body keeps getting pulled away from cleanup mode. Not because it is broken, because it is busy. So the goal is not to force your body. The goal is to give it more space to do what it already knows how to do. Here is where things start to make sense. Every time you eat something that raises blood sugar fast, your body has to respond. That is not a bad thing by itself. Your body is built to handle food. It knows what to do. But when blood sugar shoots up quickly, insulin rises too. And insulin has one big job. It tells your body, handle this sugar first. So imagine that maintenance crew we talked about earlier. They are inside the building, fixing old wiring, clearing trash, repairing small damage, doing the work nobody sees. Then suddenly, an alarm goes off. There is an emergency at the front door. Now the crew has to stop what they were doing and deal with that instead. That is what a big glucose spike can do. It does not mean your body is failing. It means your body has to change priorities. And once in a while, that is fine. The problem is, when this happens all day long, think about a normal day for a lot of people. Orange juice in the morning, spike. Granola because it looks healthy, another spike. Sweetened yogurt around 10 a.m., spike again. A protein bar in the afternoon because you are trying to make a better choice. Another one. Then a big plate of white rice or pasta at dinner. By the end of the day, your body has been pulled away from cleanup mode over and over again. And the frustrating part is that most of these foods do not look like junk food. They look normal. Some even look healthy. That is why this catches people off guard. You are not sitting there eating candy all day. You might be trying to do the right thing, but your cells do not care what the front label says. They respond to what actually happens in your blood. So the goal is not to fear food. It is not to cut out every carb. The goal is to stop creating so many unnecessary emergencies. Because the fewer alarms you set off, the more time your body has to go back to repair, recycling, and cleanup. That is where real progress starts. This is the part that changed the way I think about autophagy. For a long time, people made it sound like cellular repair only belongs to the extreme crowd. The people doing long fasts, the people skipping meals, the people drinking black coffee and acting like hunger is a personality trait. But that is not the whole story. For most people, the better question is not, how long can I go without food? The better question is, how often am I interrupting my body when it is trying to repair? That is a very different way to look at it. Because now the goal is not suffering. It is not forcing yourself through some plan you already know you cannot keep. It is simply reducing the number of times your body gets pulled away from cleanup mode. That feels more realistic. You do not need a drawer full of expensive supplements. You do not need a perfect meal plan printed on the fridge. You do not need to turn your life into a health experiment. You just need fewer false alarms. Less sugar first thing in the morning. Fewer snacks that spike you and crash you. A little more space between dinner and breakfast. More real food. Less food pretending to be healthy. That is the lesson. Your body is not lazy. Your body is not waiting for you to punish it. It already knows how to clean, repair, and recycle. But it needs room. So instead of asking, how do I force autophagy? Start asking, what can I stop doing that keeps getting in the way? That one shift makes this whole thing feel doable. Before we even talk about changing your food, there is one habit most people never think about. It is not what you eat. It is when you stop eating. That sounds almost too simple, but it matters. Let's say you eat dinner at 8 p.m. and breakfast at 8 a.m. That gives your body a 1-2 hour overnight window. Not bad. But now imagine you move dinner to 6 p.m. You still eat the same breakfast at 8 a.m. the next morning. You did not skip breakfast. You did not starve yourself. You did not cut out a whole meal. You just moved dinner 2 hours earlier. Now your body gets 14 hours overnight instead of 12. Same food, same breakfast, same life. Just a longer, quiet window. And that is where this gets interesting. Because overnight is when your body finally gets a break. No constant snacking, no sugary drinks, no late-night bites from the pantry, no insulin alarm going off every hour. It is just your body doing what it was built to do, cleaning, repairing, resetting. Most people try to improve their health by adding more things, more supplements, more rules, more complicated routines. But sometimes, the better move is removing one interruption. Eating late keeps your system busy at the exact time it wants to slow down and start maintenance. And I get it. Life is messy. Work runs late. Family schedules are not perfect. Nobody eats at 6 p.m. every single night. But you do not have to be perfect. Even moving dinner 30 minutes earlier is a start. Then maybe an hour. The point is not to punish yourself. The point is to give your body more quiet time at night. Because sometimes repair does not need more effort. It just needs fewer interruptions. This is where a lot of people get fooled. Breakfast looks healthy on the outside. A glass of orange juice, a bowl of granola, cereal with vitamins added, low-fat yogurt with fruit at the bottom. It all sounds normal. Some of it even sounds smart. You feel like you are making a good choice because the package says things like natural, low-fat, whole grain, high protein, or made with real fruit. But your body does not read the front of the box. Your body only responds to what hits your bloodstream. And a lot of these breakfast foods act like fast sugar delivery systems. Orange juice is a perfect example. People think of it as fruit, but it is really fruit sugar without the chewing, without much fiber, and without the slow-down effect of eating the whole orange, so it can hit fast. Granola can be another trap. It looks clean. It looks outdoorsy. It looks like something a healthy person would eat after yoga. But many store-bought granolas are packed with sweeteners, dried fruit, syrups, and crunchy clusters that are closer to dessert than people want to admit. Then there is cereal with added vitamins. That one is sneaky. Just because something has vitamins sprayed into it does not mean the base food is doing your metabolism any favors. And low-fat yogurt with fruit at the bottom? That sounds healthy until you read the sugar. The problem is not that breakfast is bad. The problem is that many breakfast foods are designed to look healthy while still giving your body a quick glucose hit. So, your day starts with an alarm. Blood sugar jumps. Insulin rises. And your body has to pause the quiet repair work it was doing overnight. That is the part most people miss. They are not eating donuts. They are eating foods they were told were healthy. But inside the body, the result can look very different. A better breakfast does not need to be fancy. It just needs to be steadier, less sugar rush, more real food, more protein, healthy fat, and fiber. That is how you start the day without pulling your body out of repair mode too fast. The first swap is simple: green tea instead of juice. And I know that does not sound exciting at first. Juice feels fresh. It feels healthy. It feels like something you should drink in the morning. But the problem is how fast it hits. A glass of orange juice can send sugar into your bloodstream pretty quickly. There is not much chewing, not much fiber, nothing to really slow it down. So your body has to respond. Blood sugar goes up, insulin follows, and that quiet repair work your body was doing overnight gets interrupted. Green tea works differently. It does not come with that same sugar load. It gives your body a calmer start. And green tea also contains natural compounds called catechins. One of the most talked about is EGCG. Research has connected EGCG with AMPK, which is one of the body's energy-sensing pathways. Now, this does not mean green tea is magic. It is not a cure. It is not going to fix your health overnight, but it is a better signal. Instead of starting the morning with a sugar rush, you are giving your body something lighter, something steadier. Something that does not drag your system into emergency mode right away. That is the whole point of this lazy autophagy idea. You are not trying to be perfect. You are just removing one interruption. So tomorrow morning, before you reach for juice, try green tea instead. It is a small change. But small changes matter when you repeat them every day. The second swap is eggs instead of sweet cereal. And this one is practical. You do not need a special store. You do not need some expensive health product. You do not need a complicated recipe, just eggs. That is why this works so well. Sweet cereal can look harmless. Some boxes even say whole grain, heart healthy, or packed with vitamins. But again, your body is not reading the front label. A lot of sweet cereals still break down fast and push blood sugar up early in the day. Then insulin rises, and your body has to shift its attention. Eggs give a very different signal. They have complete protein, which means they contain all the essential amino acids your body needs. They also have choline, which supports the brain and liver. They contain healthy fats and fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. And the big thing here is this: eggs do not create the same kind of glucose spike that sweet cereal does. They digest slower. They keep you full longer. They give your body steady fuel without that quick rise and crash. And honestly, that is what most people need in the morning. Not more sugar pretending to be breakfast. Not another bowl that leaves you hungry 2 hours later. Just real food that keeps things stable. This is why eggs fit the lazy guide so well. They are simple, cheap, easy to make, easy to find. And they help you start the day without pulling your body out of repair mode too aggressively. That is a smart trade. Low-fat flavored yogurt is one of those foods that tricks a lot of people. It looks healthy. It sounds healthy. For years, we were told low-fat was the smart choice. So people grab the yogurt with fruit on the bottom and think, this is better than dessert. This is a good snack. But then you turn the container around and read the sugar. A lot of low-fat flavored yogurts can have 20 to 25 grams of sugar in one serving. That is the part most people do not expect. And when the fat is removed, there is less to slow that sugar down. So it can hit your bloodstream faster. Blood sugar rises. Insulin follows. And once again, your body has to stop and deal with that, instead of staying in a calmer repair mode. That does not mean yogurt is bad. It means the wrong yogurt can act more like a sweet treat than a health food. A better swap is full-fat Greek yogurt, plain, unsweetened. It has more protein. It has fat to slow digestion. it keeps you full longer, and most importantly, it cuts out a lot of that added sugar. You can still make it taste good. Add cinnamon, add a few berries, add a little turmeric and black pepper, which we will talk about next. But keep the base simple, because the goal is not to eat boring food. The goal is to stop letting healthy labels fool you into eating sugar all morning. Full-fat Greek yogurt is steady. Low-fat flavored yogurt is often just dessert wearing a gym outfit. And once you see that, it is hard to unsee it. Now let's talk about turmeric and black pepper. This is one of those little combinations that actually makes sense. Turmeric has a compound called curcumin. You have probably heard about it before because it shows up in a lot of conversations about inflammation, aging, and cellular health. But here is the key. Curcumin is not magic. You are not going to sprinkle turmeric on yogurt today and wake up 10 years younger tomorrow. That is not how this works. The value is more subtle. Curcumin has been studied for how it may interact with inflammation pathways and cellular signaling. In simple terms, it may help support the kind of internal environment where the body can function and repair better over time. But there is one problem. Curcumin is not absorbed very well on its own. That is where black pepper comes in. Black pepper contains piperine. Piperine can help increase the absorption of curcumin, so your body may actually use more of it instead of letting most of it pass through. That is why the combination matters. Turmeric by itself is okay. Turmeric with black pepper is smarter. And it works even better when you take it with some fat, like full-fat Greek yogurt, eggs, avocado, or olive oil, because curcumin is fat-soluble. So this is not just about what you eat. It is about how you eat it. That is the lesson here. Sometimes the pairing matters as much as the ingredient. A little turmeric, a pinch of black pepper, some healthy fat. Simple, not extreme. Just one more small way to make your food work harder for you. That 3 p.m. crash is real. You know the feeling. Your focus drops. Your eyes feel heavy. You start looking for coffee, something sweet, or anything that can get you through the rest of the day. And most people blame themselves. They think, I have no discipline, or maybe I just need more caffeine. But a lot of the time, that crash did not come out of nowhere. It started hours earlier. Maybe it was the sweet yogurt at breakfast. Maybe it was the granola bar at 10 a.m. Maybe lunch was mostly white bread, white rice, pasta, or something that hit your blood sugar fast. Your blood sugar goes up. Insulin comes in. Then, blood sugar drops. And when it drops hard, your brain feels it. That is when the cravings show up. Not because you are weak, not because you are lazy, because your body is trying to get steady again. This is why the afternoon crash can become a loop. You spike in the morning, you crash later. Then you grab another quick snack to feel better. That snack spikes you again. Then another crash comes. And all day long, your body keeps getting pulled away from repair mode. The frustrating part is that many people are doing this with foods they think are helping. A protein bar, a healthy granola snack, a low-fat treat with just enough sugar to keep the cycle going. So the goal is not to shame yourself for being tired. The goal is to understand the pattern. If your energy crashes every afternoon, look at what happened 2 or 3 hours before. That is usually where the clue is. The third swap is simple. Skip the protein bar and choose real food. I know protein bars are convenient. They are easy to keep in your bag, your desk, or your car. And the label always makes them sound like the smart choice. High protein, low sugar, clean ingredients, fitness approved. But when you actually read the ingredient list, a lot of them are not as clean as they look. Some are packed with syrups, sugar alcohols, processed fillers, and sweeteners hiding under different names. They may stop your hunger for a little while. But for many people, they also keep the spike and crash cycle going. A better option is boring, but it works. A hard-boiled egg, a handful of olives, a few slices of avocado, raw vegetables with a little olive oil. Nothing flashy, no shiny wrapper, no marketing claims, just real food your body recognizes. These foods digest slower. They give you protein, fat, fiber, and steady energy. They help you feel full without throwing your blood sugar around. And that matters, because the goal is not just to eat less. The goal is to stop needing another snack 45 minutes later. When your food gives your body a steady signal, you do not have to keep chasing energy all afternoon. You feel calmer, you feel more even, and your body gets more time away from those constant alarms. That is why this swap is so powerful. It is not fancy, it is not trendy, it is just food that does not fight your body. Now, let's make this simple. If you want to support your body's natural repair process without making your life miserable, start with these 5 foods. Number 5. Eggs. Eggs are simple, cheap, and easy to use. That is why they matter. They give you complete protein, healthy fats, choline, and important vitamins without sending your blood sugar on a roller coaster. You can eat them in the morning. You can keep hard-boiled eggs in the fridge. You can use them as a snack instead of grabbing something processed. Nothing fancy, just real food that keeps you steady. Number 4. Cruciferous vegetables. That means broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts. These foods are not exciting to everyone, but they are powerful. When you chew them or cook them lightly, they produce compounds that support your body's natural defense and cleanup systems. The key is not to destroy them. Do not boil them until they turn gray and lifeless. Steam them lightly. Roast them. Keep them simple. Add a little olive oil after cooking. That is enough. Number 3. Turmeric with black pepper. Turmeric brings curcumin. Black pepper brings piperine. Together, they make more sense than turmeric alone because piperine helps your body absorb more curcumin. And remember, this is not a magic trick. You will not feel something dramatic right away. But used consistently, this combination can support a better internal environment over time, especially when paired with healthy fat. Number 2. Green tea. This is one of the easiest swaps. Replace one sugary drink with green tea, and you have already removed one unnecessary glucose spike from your day. Green tea contains catechins, especially EGCG, which are connected to important energy and repair pathways in the body. Again, not magic, just a smarter daily signal. And number 1, extra virgin olive oil. This is the big one. Extra virgin olive oil is rich in polyphenols, and it has been a major part of some of the healthiest traditional diets in the world. The best way to use it is simple. Add it after cooking. Drizzle it over vegetables. Add it to eggs. Use it on salads. Put it on simple meals to make them better. 1 or 2 tablespoons a day can be a small habit with a big long-term payoff. So that is the list. Eggs, cruciferous vegetables, turmeric with black pepper, green tea, extra virgin olive oil. Nothing rare, nothing expensive, nothing extreme. Just 5 foods that help your body stay more stable, less interrupted, and better prepared to do the repair work it already knows how to do. Extra virgin olive oil is number 1 for a reason. It is simple, but it carries a lot. Good extra virgin olive oil is rich in polyphenols. These are natural compounds that help support the kind of internal environment your body likes when it is trying to stay steady, calm, and well-regulated. And that matters for repair. Not because olive oil is some miracle food. It is not. But it is one of those small daily habits that can quietly work in your favor over time. The way you use it also matters. A lot of people only think of olive oil as something to cook with. And yes, extra virgin olive oil can handle normal cooking better than many people think. But if you want to get the most from it, use it as a finishing oil. That means you add it after the food is cooked. Drizzle it over steamed broccoli. Add it to roasted vegetables. Put it over eggs. Use it on a salad. Add it to a bowl of simple food that needs more flavor and better fat. That way, you keep more of those delicate compounds intact. And the best part is, this does not require a whole lifestyle makeover. You do not need to measure every bite. You do not need a fancy recipe. Just 1 to 2 tablespoons a day. That is it. A small drizzle here, a little over vegetables there. It makes food taste better, and it gives your body a better signal than processed dressings, sugary sauces, or low-quality fats. That is why this habit is so useful. It is easy enough to actually do. And in real life, that matters more than any perfect plan you quit after 3 days. This is where everything comes together. None of these changes look dramatic by themselves. Eating dinner a little earlier does not feel like a life-changing move. Swapping juice for green tea seems almost too small. Choosing eggs instead of sweet cereal does not feel extreme. Replacing low-fat sugary yogurt with plain Greek yogurt is not exciting. Skipping the protein bar and eating real food sounds basic. Adding olive oil and cruciferous vegetables to your meals is not flashy, but that is the point. These changes work because they stack. One small change gives your body a little more stability. Then another one removes one more spike. Then another one gives your body more quiet time. And slowly, your whole day starts to look different. You are not waking up and hitting your body with sugar right away. You are not crashing at 3 p.m. and chasing energy with another snack. You are not eating late at night and making your body work when it wants to slow down. You are not relying on foods that look healthy on the package but act differently in your bloodstream. Instead, you are giving your body steadier signals. Earlier dinner, better breakfast, less hidden sugar, fewer fake healthy snacks, more real food, more olive oil, more cruciferous vegetables. That is not complicated. But over time, it creates a very different metabolic environment. And that is the real lesson. You do not have to force your body into repair mode with extreme fasting. You just have to stop interrupting it so often. Small choices repeated every day can become a completely different body signal. That is where the change happens. Here is the easiest way to start. Do not change everything at once. That is where most people mess up. They get excited, throw out half the kitchen, make a huge plan, and 3 days later, they are tired of it. So, keep this simple. One small change per day. Day 1. Eat dinner 30 minutes earlier. That is it. Do not change the meal. Do not skip anything. Just move it a little earlier and give your body a longer quiet window overnight. Day 2. Swap juice for green tea. Instead of starting the morning with a sugar rush, start with something calmer. No drama, just a better signal. Day 3. Replace sweet cereal with eggs. Scrambled, boiled, fried, whatever works for you. The point is steady fuel instead of a quick spike and crash. Day 4. Switch from low-fat flavored yogurt to plain Greek yogurt. Go for the unsweetened kind. Add a few berries or cinnamon if you want flavor, but do not let the sugar sneak back in. Day 5. Skip the protein bar. Try a hard-boiled egg, a few olives, some avocado, or raw vegetables with olive oil. Real food will usually hold you longer than a bar in a shiny wrapper. Day 6. Add cruciferous vegetables to one meal. Broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, or Brussels sprouts. Do not overcook them. Keep them simple and add olive oil after cooking. Day 7. Look back and notice how you feel. Not in a dramatic way. Just pay attention. Was your energy steadier? Did you crash less in the afternoon? Were you less hungry at night? Did your mornings feel cleaner? That is how you know this is working for your real life. Not because it is perfect, but because it is doable. And doable wins. You are not trying to become a different person in 1 week. You are just giving your body fewer interruptions and more room to do what it already knows how to do. So here is the big takeaway. Your body does not need you to punish it to repair itself. You do not have to jump into a 5-day fast. You do not have to skip every meal. You do not have to live on black coffee, willpower, and hunger. For most people, that is not realistic anyway. And honestly, it is not where the real change has to start. The real change starts when you stop interrupting your body so often. That means fewer sugar spikes, fewer fake healthy snacks, less late-night eating, more steady meals, more real food, more space between dinner and breakfast. Your body already knows how to clean, recycle, and repair. It has been doing that your whole life. The problem is that modern eating habits keep pulling it away from that work. A sweet breakfast, a sugary drink, a protein bar that acts like candy, a late dinner, a snack when you are not even really hungry. One interruption may not seem like much, but when they stack up all day, your body barely gets a quiet moment. That is why these food swaps matter, not because they are extreme, because they are doable. Green tea instead of juice, eggs instead of sweet cereal, plain Greek yogurt instead of sugary low-fat yogurt, real food instead of a processed protein bar, cruciferous vegetables, extra virgin olive oil after cooking. Simple things, but simple things repeated every day can change the signal your body gets. So let me ask you this. Which swap are you going to try first? Are you starting with green tea, eggs, Greek yogurt, an earlier dinner, or maybe olive oil after cooking? Drop your answer in the comments. I really want to know which one feels easiest for your real life. And if you want more simple health videos like this, subscribe to Hidden Organ Secrets. No extreme plans. No confusing routines. Just clear, practical steps your body can actually use.